Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. It's another hot and sultry day here down south. We're going to go down and take care of the piglets, feed all the hogs, take you around for a few things, show you how to do a few things, and going to show you the live weight scales that I got done yesterday. And I think you're going to find that pretty interesting. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Hit the old like for us, subscribe if you hadn't, and if you have, y'all, we appreciate you. Let's get to it. Morning, girls. Y'all, after several years of raising hogs out here, it's taken me
that long.
And y'all forgive me this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a challenging morning. Don't we all have challenging mornings? But we get past it. We just keep on getting on. Keep on getting it. It's all you can do. But anyways, show them right here, honey. These feed pans, I've been chasing these feed pans for years. I'm bring them over here and show them this other one. You can probably see it better. Been chasing these things for years. We'll feed the hogs. They'll scatter them 15, 20 feet away out in the mud. You can't get to it. And I've got to take a trip here in a few days. A little surprise coming up, by the way, for the Piney Woods Homestead. Something coming together that the Lord's had in the works for a while, and I'm hoping that it's actually going to happen. Anyways, back to the feed pans. I took some electrical wire and some old water hose and just made me a connection on these pans, drilled a couple of holes, and tied them up to fence posts. And that's been working great for several days now. But I'm taking this little trip, and Lisa needs to be able to feed these hogs and be able to use the pans. So now they ain't been able to yank them out and take them off anywhere. And because they got the old water hose on them, if they do push it back to where it hits the electric fence, it don't do anything. But that's a pretty neat little tip for you. It took me several years to figure this out. Something so simple. And I got a college degree and I couldn't figure that out. That just goes to show you, it doesn't always take a college degree to figure things out in day to day. Let's go take a look at the babies. Y'all been keeping some fresh shavings down for these piglets because they're still in this farrowing area. And even though it's drying up, it's still pretty nasty. And we want to keep the barn as dry as possible. Because up here in this clay dirt, it holds the water, y'all. So we'll throw down some shavings for them. And y'all, they are 8 weeks old. Today?
Thursday.
Yesterday. 8 weeks and 2 days. They're ready to sell. So far ain't nobody been knocking down the door to get one. But that's all right. Because if we don't sell them, we know we got great stock. And like I told you, we got plan B, and that includes that new big freezer and a barbecue pit. What am I looking for?
That piece of plastic.
Oh, don't want the babies to get that. Let me go in here and give them some shavings. That ain't what they want. They want food. All right, babies. They'll knock this down. They'll love to play with it. Okay, the food's coming, I promise. One pan's outside. All right, come on in here, babies. But y'all, like I said, living this way is not easy. Don't count on selling all your pigs every time you have them. Y'all, I did get word the other day that the local processor, the one that processes hogs in our area, there's actually 2 of them, is booked up until February. This was a week ago, so it's probably March by now. Not many people are willing to process a hog at home like we are. I think that's probably going to change when people see that pork's going on up in the grocery store, or the availability of it's limited. I think that's probably going to change. You're probably going to see folks willing to sharpen those knives and get a little dirty and put some food on the table. Until then though, we'll be raising these hogs and we'll process at different stages. And y'all, it's somebody commented the other day, great commenter by the way, from I believe it's West Tennessee, and said that it's just hard dispatching an animal that you raise. Yes, it is, y'all. It is hard. It really don't matter if it's a chicken, which those seem to be easier, or a pig. It is hard. It's difficult because you grow attached to that animal. You just know that if you want to eat meat and not bugs like some of the world wants you to do, I try to pick them bugs out. It's a process and it's tough. But I wanted to show y'all how to pick up a pig. There's a couple different ways to do it. This is the way I was taught, and I don't want to pick the one up with the hernia. I'm going to pick this one up right here. And they're going to squeal, y'all. They're going to squeal. It's not hurting the pig. It's just not their natural environment to get picked up. And so you want to grab them by the back legs. They're going to squeal, and they're strong. You got to hold on to them, y'all, because they will squeal and they'll thrash around. I'm not going to pick him up for a second. I'm going to show you 2 ways to hold him. He's actually doing really good. He didn't squeal at all. That's great, and I'll use him again since he didn't squeal. I'm going to show you one other way to pick up these piglets. Notice how I'm holding him up under his belly, and I'm holding the front arm right here. His heart's just racing. Man, he's a good pig. This is what makes it hard, y'all, because you love him.
And that actually is the one that we are growing out for meat.
We're growing him out for meat. But he's beautiful. Y'all, he weighs 30 pounds, every bit of it. Beautiful hog. But notice how I got a firm grip on him up here near the shoulder. And you can do this inside an enclosed area like this, no problem. To get much bigger than this, you got to do them hind legs. I've seen people pick them up by the ears. I'm sorry, y'all. I know you can do it, but I don't want to be picked up by the ears. I'd rather be picked up by the hind legs. All right, buddy. All right. You get attached to them, y'all. I think you can tell we love our animals. We give them a good life. We give them a great life. All the feed they can stand. Now we like I've told you before, we moderate it. And when they get to a certain age, we back off the feed and throw more corn. And don't get confused when I say feed and corn. There's 2 different things. There's hog feed pellet and there's corn. And y'all, it is not cheap doing this at all. But we've showed you how, even without selling these pigs, y'all, we will still come out to the good, because we're not going to put we're not going to put 1,200 pounds of pork in the freezer. There'll be smaller pigs, medium-sized pigs, and then big pigs. And y'all, I'll go ahead and tell you, we processed one, I think it was January. I was barely getting around after I had been so sick. Samson's going crazy about it. He's ready to eat. We've already cruised through over half of that. And we got to wait until December, until we got one full grown to do a full processing on. But, and somebody else, I wanted to mention this. Somebody mentioned a couple of weeks back about our hobby farm. Y'all, this ain't no hobby farm. I'll go ahead and tell you that. You people say, you're hobby farming. No, you're not. If you're hobby farming, you ain't growing out 7 pigs.
And you're not dependent on them.
You're not, you're what now?
You're not dependent on this for your food.
Yeah, if you're hobby farming, you ain't dependent on it for your food. Y'all, this is our grocery store. We're the real deal, y'all. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it and all. What's the word? I ain't trying to look better than nobody else. We're the real deal. We grow our own meat, pork, and poultry. Yeah, pork and poultry. My brain's a little jacked up this morning. Pork and poultry. And we go deer hunting. And that's how we get our beef alternative. That's the only beef alternative I care to eat too. And y'all, living this way, my dad said it the other day, and he was 100%, 100,000% correct. We are living outside of the norms of society doing this. We are out of that circle, that rat race. We're not that mouse in the wheel. I've got all these analogies, or metaphors, whatever you call it. We're trying to depend mostly on ourselves. And yes, we've got feed that we have to buy. We're not like some folks that have access to bulk feed or grain and feed mills and been able to do all that. We have to buy it. Fortunately, we got a pretty good deal with it right now. And so we'll keep doing it that way for now as long as we can. But we're not conforming to the way society wants you to be. 9 to 5 for both of us every single day. Groceries, 3 grocery stores in town. Everybody goes there to shop, or they go to the wholesale place another town over. Everybody goes to the same Wally World to shop. We're trying to be set apart. Set apart. That's a great way to put it. That's how we should live anyways, is set apart from the rest of the world. We're trying to set ourselves apart. And it's a good feeling, y'all, even though it's a lot of work, to know that the only thing we're really dependent on right now is being able to get feed. And y'all, I can tell you, if time comes where we can't get feed, we'll fence this almost 20 acres in completely and let these hogs root, hog, or die. That's what it's called. And they'll make, and we'll manage them, and we'll still eat. Anyways, I've been long-winded enough, haven't I? Here I am rambling. Sometimes I just feel like rambling. And I'm going to tell you one more thing here before I stop rambling. There's a fella down in the eastern part of the state that I really enjoy watching.
He's not far from where you were raised.
He's probably 10 or 15 minutes from where I'm from. He's down the eastern part of the state. And it's homesteading the hard way. His name's Chris. I believe it's Perlier. Chris Perlier. I could be wrong on that. But anyways, he raises hogs, and the man knows what he's doing. He's like my dad. He grew up doing it commercially as well as in the woods, brood sows, the whole 9 yards. Raising them out, topping them out. And if you don't understand that terminology, y'all, stick around, you'll figure it out. The more you go around with it. And he's been having some hard health issues. A lot of us have. In the whole entire world. But he's had some specifically. And he could use some views. He's got a good channel, y'all. He shoots straight with you. Now, he's not into entertaining. We like entertaining too. Because we like to be entertained. And Lisa says I'm pretty entertaining sometimes. So I try to be entertaining and show you stuff at the same time. But give him some views. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video so you can check him out. They've got way more subscribers than we have. You know, we're growing. We're trying to grow the channel, but it would help them out if they could get some views. We're struggling like a lot of people, but you see somebody struggling, help them, y'all. That's just what you do. That's what we're supposed to do. These pigs are great. All right, let's feed Sam's. Oh, there you go, buddy. Got a little too close. A little too close to the sun there. Come on. There we go. All right, dude. Y'all, we keep Samson when we got Samson, we traded a fantastic boar for Samson, sight unseen. And I'll be honest, the one we traded, 10 times the boar that Samson is. As far as build, as far as endowment. But I will tell you, Samson is looking great. His shoulders are nice and wide, his loins are nice and long and wide. He's got well-defined hips. His hams are looking good. He's going to be a good boar. He's just been slow to mature. He is pushing 10 months old right now. He's about, let's see, he's about 9.5 months, I think. Dixie's about a month or so older. But he's the right height now. We're just going to wait till probably November to breed. October or November, so we'll have early spring pigs. But y'all, we come in here every day and we handle him. Because hogs, no matter the breed, can be aggressive. Herefords are known to be a little more docile, and that's because, if you don't know, Herefords, one of the primary breed that makes up a Hereford is a Duroc. And a Duroc is probably got the reputation of the most docile heritage breed hog you can find. And Samson, while people, or Herefords, while people consider them a heritage breed, y'all, they are only probably 120 years old, 130 years old, whereas a Duroc is a whole lot older than that. Chester White, something like that. Just really older hogs. But a Duroc went into this, and I believe a Chester White, which my dad tells me is nothing but a white Duroc. And I'm not sure what else. I'm thinking a black hog, maybe a Burke or a Poland, China, I think maybe. I'm not sure, but either way, the old farmer that came up with it in Iowa, I believe, he did a good job because the pork quality is excellent. But we'll hang on to old Samson. He's going to do the deed around here. We're keeping the gilt off of this new litter that looks really good. We really like her. I named her Buttercup. Took me 2 days to figure out a name for her, and Buttercup came to it. So Buttercup, we're going to name her. And y'all, we don't generally name the piglets that we're going to process. Try not to do that. I think I called the last one Porky. But try not to do that. Just a disconnect for me, because it's hard. It's hard processing your own animals. That's why so many people raise animals and send them off. But if you really want to do it and know how to do it yourself, y'all. And we'll show you how. We've shown, and we'll show you more. All right, I'm gonna go show you one more thing up here with these baby chicks. Y'all, I'm gonna show you these birds real quick. These golden friars and the Rangers are a week and a half old today. And so I'm going to kind of lift this up real gentle, and you can show both of them. And you can kind of get an idea, y'all, of the size difference. It's a week and a half, and there's not a whole lot of difference in size. The Rangers got them beat just a little bit, but y'all, that's to be expected because we're raising out frying chickens over here and broilers over here, or roasters. And we just processed birds at my mom and daddy's last weekend, I believe it was. And we didn't weigh those birds, but I can tell you, we let them go 12 weeks on 3 bags of feed, y'all. That was 150 pounds of feed, 19 chickens. And they were all probably around the 2 to 2.25 pound range. Beautiful chickens. Feed conversion, pretty doggone good, y'all. It ended up, I did the math, it was probably around $1.20 a pound to raise them. So yeah, if we can't get Rangers, by golly, we can raise golden friars. We may have to raise more of them, but we like them both, y'all. And now I'm gonna take you over here and I'm gonna show you the completed weigh scales that you saw me working on the other day. Y'all, I came down here yesterday in this heat and humidity and worked until about 1 o'clock. I was like, I'm gonna push through, get this thing done. And so it's complete. Got a door right here in the front that slides up. I've got my scale feet. Can you see this down here? There's sensors on each 4 corners. And this right here is your computer board, basically. You turn it on. Get my hand off of it. And you can zero it out. I've already calibrated this thing. Now back up here. I'm going to show them. I'll just put something on there that I know weighs, I think I said this weighed 3 pounds. I'll just put it on top so I'm not opening the door. 3 pounds. So in other words, y'all, I have harped on it and harped on it, producing pigs, weighing them to sell them. They're not golden retrievers, they are pork. And y'all, not every legit producer is going to have a set of scales. But we're trying to set ourselves apart. And when a person comes here to buy a pig, eventually we'll sell pigs, y'all. They're going to know, they're going to be able to see that this scale is zeroed out right in front of them. They're going to see the pig go on there. They're going to see the live weight. They're going to know what they're paying for. So in other words, if there's a 30-pound pig and it comes, whatever the price is, let's say it comes up to $90 for a 30-pound pig, they're going to pay $90 instead of paying $100 for a pig that somebody tells them's 30 and they get it home and it's 20. So this is just being legit, y'all, and I feel like dishonest scales and dishonest weights, the Lord detests them both. So I want a good scale right here to know that I am being honest and fair with folks, because if I am, I believe the Lord will bless me. And so that's why we've got scales. So y'all, I appreciate you hanging out with us for a few minutes here at the Piney Woods Homestead as I rambled. Y'all, I tend to ramble, and I've kind of ranted just a little bit this morning too. I don't rant a whole lot, y'all. Usually I try to keep it light and humorous and show you how to do a few things. But y'all, I've had a little bit of stress on me the past couple of days because I've had some things I'm trying to get to come together, and I'm trying to patiently wait on the Lord to get those things to happen. And you just got to do that. You just got to do that. You can't jump ahead. You just got to wait on the Lord and let Him clear the trail before you, and then you do the work behind it and follow it up. But anyways, hope I've shown you how to pick up a pig safely. Can't believe that pig didn't squeal at all. Man, I didn't want to let him. I love holding them little pigs. It's hard raising your own meat, y'all. But I guarantee you they're probably not getting hugged on like that everywhere they're being raised. So raise them yourself if you can. Don't be part of the system. Get out of this corrupt system the best you can. You can't trust it. You can't depend on it. Raise your own food as much as you can. Even if you work a 9 to 5, y'all.
It can still be done.
It can still be done. I'm living proof it can still be done. And so it can still be done. Now I got a good woman that's at home doing a whole lot of it. I do the heavy lifting. She does the heavy lifting also, and a lot more. But y'all can do this. And I'm gonna use Chris from Homesteading the Hard Ways slogan, this time and this time only, his little tail-ending catchphrase, because I want y'all to go check him out. He always says, y'all, you can do this. It ain't easy, but you can do it. But just remember this, you can't plow a field by turning it over in your mind. Get out here and do it. You got a dream, pursue it. People tell you can't do it, prove them wrong. I've been doing that my whole life, and I'm going to keep on doing it, y'all. People tell me I can't do something, that just makes me want to do it that much more. The only difference is if it's the Lord's will, it's going to happen, and I just hold back and watch and keep following behind. Y'all have a good day, a great week. I know I didn't really show you no exciting building projects or nothing like that today, but just kind of want to take you around and show you a couple little things and talk about pigs and chickens and living outside of the system. Get out of the system, y'all. Have a good day. We'll see you on the next one.